Okay, this is actually super interesting, and chat clarified and explained this to me as well. So apparently, something that happened with the registering for Shiny Wars was that, and they didn't say this in the initial post, so I didn't know this either. Apparently, let's say like the time to register was supposed to be at like midnight UTC or whatever, right? Let's 8 p.m. ET. You were supposed to wait until they made an announcement post saying that it was up, that it was, or that registration was open, and then you could register. But people were faster than the mods at that, so they actually posted their registrations faster than that announcement was made. So there was a bit of a scuffle about like, would those teams be allowed? Because I think they forgot to announce like, hey, they forgot to say you can only post after. I wouldn't have expected that either. I would have expected as soon as that time hits, you can just post. So, but thankfully, the PokeMMO staff has been amazing and kind of owned up to this mistake and acknowledged like, hey, we kind of made this mistake. We didn't post. They said somewhere like they posted the registration early before I was able to post on time. But over here, we will be allowing 5 additional participation slots. So the 5 teams that posted before the devs got their message off, essentially saying, hey, registration's open, but they still posted their registration after the time start for the registration, if that makes sense. Those teams are still being submitted. There were a couple people who submitted too early. If you submitted your registration before the event started, you did not make it. You got disqualified, or you didn't get in. You have to make sure with stuff like this to always make sure to always enter after the time. You can't like jumpstart or like in a race or something like that. So that's really crazy to see. There's a screenshot on the current 55 teams. I would love to see, what teams for sure. I would love to see what teams for sure got in. Seems like Park also made a little response. Apparently gambling is also allowed at your own risk for the event, which is cool. But yeah, I think it was super cool for Enzo and Park to work together on this and allow 5 extra teams due to a little bit of a blunder, I think on their end. I'd have to double check. I don't think it was, they technically didn't write that they should have to wait or whatever, because they followed all the rules from the registration thread post and posted. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad that they honored that. So I'm glad that happened. So apparently I have a screenshot. Let's click this and see on screenshot. So is this a guaranteed? I saw a similar. Is this the guaranteed one? I saw a similar picture, but it wasn't confirmed by the devs, made by Xanarchy. But is this a confirmed one by the devs? Do we have confirmation in chat, guys? So is this the official list of all of the teams that got accepted into the event? Congratulations and good luck to everybody. Pretty similar numbers, it seems like, to the previous ones. Oh, did they actually say that? Please do not post your registrations until I announce they officially started. Thanks. Seems very clear. Wow. Okay. So they did actually really clearly state in the original. I could have looked back and checked. Thanks for checking that for me, Rumel. They actually did really, really clearly state you should do, but that is really nice of them. That is actually just super nice that they allowed those 5 teams extra in. So that's cool to see. That's honestly awesome. It's honestly a really cool thing, a really above and beyond thing from the devs. So it's cool to see. That's awesome. That's awesome. So these seem to be the official teams. Toyota-thon down here at rank 30. Honestly, kind of a fan favorite from what I've heard. Zombie, Legend, ETG, Maiden Lab, Team GG's. Nuclear Doves is a pretty sick name. There's some cool names here, man. I'm excited. So, quick little update regarding how entries went with Shiny Wars and sort of changes with that. I'm really glad the devs kind of made that a little bit more lax and allowed more. A lot of people were already critiquing the fact there was only, quote unquote, only 50 teams, but I mean, quote unquote, only 50 teams is still what? If there's 27 people per team, it's like 1,300 players. So now that there is 55 teams times, get the calculator up, 55 teams times 27 being the average amount of players in a team. It's like 1,500 people competing in Shiny Wars. Also, they did mention on the forums that registration ended, or registration filled up much faster than they expected. So they did not expect. Oh, also, he does say here, I will announce the official start when the time comes. So they were pretty clear about it multiple times, honestly. But that's so interesting that it filled up much faster than they expected. So Shiny Wars is clearly more popular than they expected, which I think is a really beautiful thing. But that's it. That's a quick update with all the forums, the stuff to browse through. Hopefully you guys liked this video. Hopefully it was a helpful little update. If you did, like it, dislike if not, sub to the channel, follow on Twitch, Discord down below. If you want to go above and beyond and support financially, you can. You don't have to. Have a great day. I'll see you all later. Peace, Reno.